lowest, greatest, highest, I will come to thee.
I'm always inspired by the many stories that you can read in the Bible where God uses what seems as an ordinary thing to accomplish something extraordinary. I want you to consider the following verses, Judges 6 and verse number 11. Now the angel of the Lord came and sat under the terebinth tree, which was in Ophrah, which belonged to Joash the Abiezrite, while his son Gideon threshed wheat in the winepress in order to hide it from the Midianites. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him and said to him, The Lord is with you, you mighty man of valor. Gideon said to him, O my Lord, if the Lord is with us, why then has all of this happened to us? And where are all his miracles which our fathers told us about, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord has forsaken us and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites. Then the Lord turned to him and said, Go in this might of yours, and you shall save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have I not sent you? So he said to him, O my Lord, how can I save Israel? Indeed, my clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. And the Lord said to him, Surely I will be with you, and you shall defeat the Midianites as one man. There are a lot of Christians today who feel just like Gideon. They think that they're not that important and that they cannot do that much for the cause of the Lord. When the angel of the Lord called Gideon a mighty man of valor, I just wonder what he thought about at that moment. Based on the context, we know that he did not think that much of himself. So I could see him almost laughing at these words or thinking that the angel of the Lord must be talking about someone else. I realize we're not given all the details, but it seems that Gideon tries to get away from the angel of the Lord's comment, and he begins to ask him why the Lord has forsaken them and allowed the Midianites to have the upper hand. Once again, the angel of the Lord talks about how mighty Gideon is and tells him to rise up and to go against the Midianites. Gideon begins to show his self-doubt as he points out how his clan is the weakest and how he is the least in his household. Many times we are capable of doing much more than we think we can. God knows our full potential, just like he knew Gideon's full potential. He could see through all of his self-doubt and knew that there was a faithful warrior just waiting to emerge. Not only did God know he was mighty, he knew that he would be with Gideon because he is the one that's sending him against the Midianites. How many times do you limit what you can do for the Lord because you start telling yourself that you are a nobody and that no one will listen to you? How many times do you weigh yourself down with negative thoughts? Well, when we find ourselves doing this, we need to remember who we have in our corner, God Almighty. So instead of acting like we are in quicksand and we're afraid to move, let's get on that solid ground and move forward with confidence, knowing that we belong to God and that He is there for us. If you have not read the entire story of Gideon in a while, I would recommend that you do so, because you will see a man who is full of self-doubt, who ends up rising up and carrying out the will of God and defeating over 100,000 Midianites with just 300 men and God. In fact, the writer of Hebrews thought Gideon deserved a place among the faithful men and women mentioned in Hebrews chapter 11. So I hope that you'll never allow self-doubt to hold you back, because you can be mighty with God as well.